lot of people imagine a perfect vacation as a luxurious, effortless, and plush experience. However, a low-budget trip will provide a more immersive and memorable experience. I propose that using less money to travel creates an accessible, adventurous, and memorable traveling experience. Although it may be more difficult at times, the effort is well worth it. As the song Just Visiting by Wookiefoot says, you will never see a hearse with a trailer hitch. You can't bring any of the possessions that you gather in this life along with you. What you can bring along is the experiences and memories that you make. And the best way to make good memories is through immersive, low-budget travel. As far as my credibility goes, I've lived out of my car in Alaska, California, and Mexico. I've spent weeks riding my motorcycle across Arizona and Colorado. I've backpacked many parks, and I've also traveled to Kenya. Taking a trip on a low budget makes international and domestic trips more accessible, allows you to more fully experience the place you are traveling to, and teaches important life skills along the way. The first part I'm going to talk about is how low-budget travel is more accessible than high-budget travel, especially to us at this age because not a lot of us have very much money to travel. According to JapanGuide.com, a typical 5-star hotel in Japan costs around $500 a night, and Western-style hotels across the world often cost a similar amount. However, if you're going to travel to Japan and live in dormitory-style hostels, the price can be as low as $10 a night. Obviously, this can greatly increase the amount of time you can spend in Japan and will also help you reduce your expenses. Additionally, learning how to live in a car or off of a motorcycle can help you reduce your expenses down to just food and gas. Here is a photo of the motorcycle that I lived off of. I fit all the stuff that I needed in this little bag at the back here, which, as you can see, has a chair, a tent, some gear. There's a backpack I was wearing and my helmet, and that's really all that you need. And the only thing I spent money on was gas and food along the way. I also have traveled in my Tepui tent and lived out of my car in a couple countries, through Canada, Alaska, most of the West Coast, and through Mexico. And again, my only expense that whole time was gas and food. Living nomadically or in low-budget hostels not only saves money, but also allows for a more immersive experience. You will meet far more locals and travelers when staying in hostels or living out of your car, because there's a lot more people that want to talk to you that are also doing the same thing. Making friends from around the world will give you ideas for future trips, and you can learn from other experiences. In some instances, they may even offer to take you around to their local watering holes and their favorite restaurants and whatnot. Also, low budgets don't allow for expensive meals, so local street or market cuisines will be the go-to. I had a personal experience with this in Alaska when I met some fishermen who invited my friend and I to go to their their weekly halibut grilling get-together. And it was totally free. We brought a rice and chicken Mountain House meal and brought that as our, to bring as a meal, and basically traded it for fish, and it was some of the best fish I've ever had. The memories that you make traveling will stay with you, but also the skills will. Traveling on a low budget forces you to break out of your comfort zone. A lot of people you meet when traveling internationally won't speak English, and learning how to communicate to them using hand gestures and whatnot is an important skill that you can learn that will make you more comfortable traveling out of the United States. Also, going to low-budget hotels, eating street food, and etc. forces you to talk to locals and get used to being out of place. Also, local food is oftentimes the cheapest. According to Nomadic Matt, in an article about how to eat cheaply around the world, written in 2020, a euro in Greece is normally around $2.50. But in the same place, a slice of American-style pizza can be up to $6. You will also learn how to live frugally. You have to plan out what you can do with the money you have, and you can't overspend. This teaches you to be smart with money, which is a very important life skill. Additionally, people in 2013 spent $2.3 billion on souvenirs and 427 million hours choosing them. If you ask me, this is a total waste of time and a waste of money, because when you travel somewhere, you should be there for the experience and not for the things that you can bring home with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a skill that you can use to not spend your money on stuff you don't really need and choose things that you actually want instead of spending money on nothing. You will also learn how little you need to actually live. My friend Alexa went on a month-long road trip last year and packed many bags of most of her clothes. However, along the way, she only used a couple outfits and learned that she doesn't need as many clothes as she has. This can help you in the real world by helping you spend less and live with less things, and will help you identify the things that you actually need. According to Marie Kondo, the author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, you should only keep things in your life that spark joy, and other things in your house are worthless, and you should get rid of them. In conclusion, I propose that real travel is done on a low budget. By traveling frugally, trips are more accessible, more memorable, and teaches you more about yourself and others. The memories you make, the people you meet, and skills you develop while traveling frugally will last a lifetime. So I challenge you for your next vacation to leave the resort or the cruise behind. Pack up a backpack with bare essentials and go explore somewhere new.